Howdy gamers, my name is Hope. I have been playing World of Warcraft on and off since about Burning Crusade, and in that time, I've found the thing that I enjoy most is to grind achievements. My main account has about 2,500 achievements completed, but the issue is, a lot of the fun achievements like Lore Master I did almost 10 years ago. So I woke up this morning, looked at myself in the mirror, and said,
I'll fucking do it again.
okay. And so I created a brand new BNet, upgraded it to Dragonflight, and now I'm ready to take you on a journey to get some nice dopamine hits with me. So let's get started. Come on, Tyrion! I don't think Tyrion wants dopamine. So here's the fresh account. As you can see, no existing characters on the account anywhere. So we're going to go down to the Sargeras, which is the server my main account's on. And we are going to create a druid. Now, I know making a human would be way smarter for the rep grinds, but I don't care. I want to play a druid. Of course, name it Achieve Gamer, and let's get it boosted. As I said before, I got the Dragonflight and Shadowlands bundle because I'm dumb and reckless, but also because it comes with a nice level 60 boost. So let's boost this druid. Now, I will be playing Feral. It's got a lot of nice speed boost, plus Thrash for AoE on the move, and I just really like cats a lot. Here comes the boost, and there it is. Now let's get this degenerate behavior started. Oh yeah, it's a new account, so none of the add-ons are set up or anything. Okay, I'll deal with that real quick. And in the meantime, I will show you the master plan. So to lay out the groundwork, what is an achievement in World of Warcraft? An achievement is something you earn by completing some sort of objective, such as completing quests, exploring zones, or clearing dungeons. These can sometimes reward little things such as mounts or pets or other collectibles, but every achievement awards achievement points, aka dopamine nectar. And we love to see that number go up. The long-term goal is to get every single achievement in World of Warcraft from a fresh account. This is clearly degenerate behavior, so we'll do smaller goals to start. First things first, we need to get off Discount Tutorial Island here to get into the real game. Then I'll be focusing on the Hallow's End achievements, as these can only really be earned around this time of year. Finally, we'll get started with Legion and BFA Pathfinder, which I will explain later. And we are back in a little starting zone for boosted characters. You can see I got some achievements from boosting. It looks like I got epic flying, which is nice. My statistics panel as well shows nothing in there. Now I need to get through the boosted character intro, so I think it's time for a montage.
You're getting better. Kick to the limit in order to get an out. Kick, punch. Kick, punch. Chop, block. Chop, block. Chop, kick. Chop, kick. Punch, block. Punch, block.
One very cool feature of this area is how the game teaches you how to use stealth, but the first enemy you fight just charges you through stealth. Another thing that makes you know Blizzard put a lot of thought into this area is that it's a random human teaching you how to do druid stuff. But we have finished up and can leave this purgatory to play the real game, running in circles in Oribos. Woo! Several hours of running later, I relogged and I saw Blizzard gave me a whole bunch of new achievements, putting us just over 700. Now that we're in the world, let's talk about the Hallow's End event. This is how the citizens of Azeroth get their spookies out. It only runs for the 2 weeks leading up to Halloween, and after November 1st, it's gone for the year. The Hallow's End event comes with 21 total achievements. 11 of these are required for the meta achievement, which is essentially a big achievement of little achievements. The other 10 are either smaller versions of the larger achievements or other things we have to collect in the world. The main feature of this event is trick-or-treat baskets in most inns in the world up to Mist of Pandaria. These provide a few different items that are required for the achievements. The event also comes with a boss, a number of dailies, and other activities to do in the world. The achievements we need include: Bring Me the Head of, oh wait, requires that I kill the Headless Horseman, and he can drop his helmet and a pet as a reward to complete another achievement, Sinister Calling. He also drops weighted jack-o'-lanterns, which are required for the achievement, Check Your Head. From the trick-or-treat baskets, I'll also collect some various items to complete the achievements Nerd Rage, Out With It, That Sparkling Smile, and the Masquerade, and get masks for the achievement A Mask for All Occasions, which is not required for the meta achievement. There are also 4 daily quests to complete to get the achievement Rotten Hollow, and a 5th daily quest to get the Savior of Hallow's End. Finally are the trick-or-treat achievements, requiring I go to Kalimdor, Eastern Kingdoms, and Outland, and collect every basket. Outside of those required for the meta achievement, there are achievements for getting every basket in Northrend, Cataclysm, and Pandaria as well. One of the first things I did was queued for Headless Horseman to complete his achievement and Sinister Calling. A quick, easy little fight, and 2 achievements knocked out. Next, I started running through zones like a coke fiend looking for my next fix in the form of baskets of candy. I entered a Winter Grasp and leached 10 honorable kills for Nerd Rage because I have no gear and I'm completely useless in this battleground. I also used this battleground to throw some weighted jack-o'-lanterns at some horde to start working on Check Your Head. It looks like they updated the Halloween area since the last time I worked on this, probably 10 years ago. It looks pretty neat. I'm pretty excited to see how the other holidays have changed as well. Me and my buddy traded charges on the costume wands that you get from trick-or-treat baskets to complete the masquerade. Then I picked my teeth with the toothpick and ate a bunch of candy until I threw up for that sparkling smile and out with it. I found some moonwalking hippogriffs too. After witnessing that, I decided to knock out the 4 daily quests. These required me to throw stink bombs in Undercity, clean stink bombs out of Stormwind, worship our bonfire, and put out the Horde's bonfire. And once completed, this awarded me with Rotten Hollow. Meanwhile, my buddy's dailies were bugs due to the sheer amount of Blizzard polish in Undercity. While I was flying through Fairless to collect more baskets, I saw Feathermoon Stronghold, and I guess I haven't really looked at this place before because this is an awesome part of the zone here. It actually looks like a giant stronghold. Good job, 2011 Blizzard. I was able to knock out Savior of Hollow's End by defeating the Headless Horseman's attack on Goldshire. And finally, I picked up a few masks from this vendor that I was missing to complete a mask for all occasions. There's like 130 baskets scattered across Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor, Outland, Northrend, Cataclysm Zones, and Pandaria, so I'm going to play a montage of them all while I talk about the next part of our plan. The next thing I want to do is get Pathfinder and BFA and Legion. Getting these achievements will allow us to fly in those zones, which will expedite our degeneracy by moving really fast through the zone to do other achievements. The reason we don't want to wait and do this later when we're actually questing through the zones is due to the world quest requirement. Every day there are only so many world quests up, and after they're done, they're done. This requirement could take us a little bit, so we want to get them unlocked as soon as possible, which is where we're going to be headed next. But until then, enjoy the rest of the montage. And finally, here's all of the trick-or-treating achievements at once. The last achievement I have remaining is Check Your Head, which requires I throw a weighted jack-o'-lantern at most races in the game. But this is an Alliance-dominated server, so it's going to be kind of tricky to find some Horde races here. First thing I did was run in circles in Ouroboros for about 10 minutes while I was looking for the last few races I needed. Eventually I gave up trying to find an undead in Ouroboros, so I flew all the way up to Tears Fall and smacked a Lobby in the head with the pumpkin to finish out my meta achievement. Hallowed be thy name completed. And with just over 300 candy left, I can get 2 solid Poképets as well. With Halloween out of the way, let's talk about the other thing I did this week, which was getting started in Legion. First thing we do is fly over to this little billboard here, talk to it, and pick up the quest to get started in Legion. Then we just fly over to the harbor, talk to this lady, and she teleports us to Legion Land. Since we are on a fresh account, though, we do have to do the Broken Shore scenario to unlock Legion Land. Did end up getting grouped with a couple of low levels as well who are trying to quest to level up. So I'm sure they appreciate having somebody to one-shot everything and get them through the scenario very quickly. I know in the past I have had to solo this when the content was less active, and it was definitely pretty painful. For anybody who might be unfamiliar with the story of Legion and what's going on right now, this is essentially Azeroth's last stand against the evil Burning Legion, so the citizens of Azeroth are sending everything they have to try and stop this in one last-ditch effort. Plenty of heroes that have been in the game for a while died during this time, and it's a pretty cool way to start an expansion, in my opinion. The scenario started on the shore where we just had a small beachhead and we fought our way up into the mainland, closer and closer to taking down Gul'dan, who is behind all of this. There he is there, floating, not moving at all. It's pretty good. Fix your game, Blizzard. And of course, when I tried to run ahead, I was punished by Blizzard for my sinful behavior of not playing the game as intended. Eventually, we get overrun and have to make a full retreat, where I am forced to then ride on a griffin, even though I can fly and turn into a bird. I don't know why. They wanted me to do it, though. Everybody gets real sad about King Varian Rin dying, and discusses what we should do next to stop the Legion from destroying all life on Azeroth. And suddenly there's a bunch of demons in the castle. I don't know who let them in. I don't know who let that portal get set up, but they're probably losing their job over it. And so that's it for the week. We are at right around 1,000 achievement points after our first week of gaming. A good bunch were given to us on Logon by Blizzard, but that's a pretty solid start. We made our character, we knocked out all of the Halloween achievements, and we got through the Legion start. But there's one little thing I discovered that changes everything. I had a strong desire to do some laps in Dalaran real quick. I hit my travel form to run around Dalaran for a second in circles, and then I realized I was flying. But this shouldn't be the case. I shouldn't have flying until I get Pathfinder. You can see me looking into the chat. You can see me checking my achievements. I had literally no idea why I was able to fly. I go to check my Pathfinder for Legion, and I noticed Blizzard has given me a bunch of other exploration achievements, which is unfortunate because I do like doing those. And then I see it not completed, which makes me even more confused. So I take to Google and I find this blue post. At the beginning of Shadowlands, Blizzard gave everyone Pathfinder for Draenor and Legion, so leveling was more fair, which makes sense to me, and I am 100% here for it. With Dragonflight pre-patch coming out, I went to go and test in BFA as well to see if this was still the case over there. So I headed back to Stormwind, went up into the Mage Tower to take the portal to Borealis. And once through, I tested mounting up and was still on the ground. So it seems that they don't have this set up for BFA. With this discovery, I am going to leave BFA for a while to see if this does get changed in the future. So with that change of plans, next week we'll start some Lore Master in Eastern Kingdoms and get started on some battle pets with my new little buddies I got from the Halloween event. Please, if you like what you saw, feel free to like the subscribe button or something like that. I don't know, bye.